Is there anything new you can show me today?
Let me show you something really cool. This was taken in 1863 at the area around City Hall. That was Siam House, where Peninsula Plaza stands today. How did the rich and famous live in the past? Let's take a trip to time to find out. Siam House was built by Tan Kim Ching, the eldest son of Tan Tock Seng. You know, the hospital at Moulmein Road. He built his fortune with rice trading and tin mining, and he became one of Singapore's richest men. Through his regional connections, he also became a trusted ally of the Thai king Mongkut. In around 1862, King Mongkut wrote to Tan Kim Ching to help find an English governess for the royal children. And through his networks, Tan helped to refer Anna Leonowens, a Welsh widow who was teaching in Singapore, and she clinched the job. If you find this story familiar, that's because it's immortalized in the classic film The King and I. There's also another version called Anna and the King, starring Zhou Runfa and Singapore actors.
ได้ฝ่าละอองทุยพระบาทถ้าเราไม่หยุดยั้งไอ้พวกละอ่านในนิคมเหล่านี้ใครราชธรรมเพคะ
King Mongkut bestowed Tan Kim Ching the title First Siamese Consul in Singapore in 1863. The succeeding king, Chulalongkorn, then promoted Tan to Consul General in 1885.
除了龙宫呢，第一次访问新加坡是1871年，当时他还送了一只大象的雕塑给新加坡，所以这个雕塑现在还可以在我们的艺术之家的门口那边看见。后来呢，他就经常来新加坡，其中1890年的那一次呢，他想选择比较低调的来访问，所以由驻新加坡的领事就是陈金忠做安排，来到那个圣安德烈教堂的对面，也就是贤宫所在的位置。但是唯一的投诉就是说，在市区中心有点吵，在那一次的访问，他也安排看一个新的地址来建他自己的别墅了，所以后来选择了一间叫做 Elegant House 的这个地方，这个位置就是在新天泰国大使馆的位置，所以过后他来新加坡访问都是住在那边。
There's another mansion linked to Tan Kim Ching. Have you heard of the mansion Golden Bell? It's located at the foot of Mount Faber, and it's actually named after Tan Kim Ching because that's the meaning of his name. Completed in 1910, the mansion has Edwardian-style design elements. The brick and plaster surface was nicknamed Blood and Bandages style. A similar design can be found at the Central Fire Station and the former MPH building. Sun Yat-sen reportedly spent a night there in 1911 on his 9th visit to Singapore. The mansion was sold after the owner of the Golden Bell Mansion, Tan Buliat's death in 1934. And it has become the hub of the Danish community in Singapore, especially because the buildings' colour are red and white, like the Danish flag. Compared to government and religious buildings, there are actually fewer private houses conserved in Singapore. Some of them remain a mystery today. One of them is She Shan Lou. So for you history enthusiasts, She Shan Lou is notable as a retreat for a diplomat, Huang Zunxian. Born in 1848 in Guangdong, China, Huang Zunxian was a poet and career diplomat. During the Qing dynasty, those who left China were held in great contempt and threatened with execution if they returned. But Huang Zunxian saw the great success of overseas Chinese in places like the US and Singapore, and he fought for their rights and greater protection. But as Consul General in Singapore from 1891 to 1894, Huang was plagued by ill health, and it didn't help that his residence, in his own words, was described as a place where windows were drenched by sea wave churn up during a storm. But where exactly is She Shan Lou? History enthusiasts think that it may be in Norfolk Quay. Teo Bo? Our last mention is the House of Tan Yeok Nee, completed in 1885. This man was a Teochew tycoon. He was exceptionally close to the Sultan of Johor, Sultan Abu Bakar, and they were sworn brothers. In 1870, the Sultan bestowed the title Major China to make Tan the highest-ranking Chinese official in Johor, and that's why the house is also known as Zizheng-Di. Located off Penang Road, it is built in the style of Teochew houses of the late Qing dynasty and the last courtyard house built in Singapore. So if you look up at the heavily ornamented roof, you can spot many horse figurines said to be done because 1882 was the year of the horse.
So you look at the qianci that we have here in the House of Tan Yeok Nee. Although it has been restored in 1999 to the year 2000, you can see the colours are still very vibrant. So this is one unique characteristics of this particular kind of ornamentation, especially when it's on the roof, because it's subjected to UV light deterioration, cause discoloration. The only building in Singapore to have this gold gilding finish on the roof truss. The gold leaf actually undergone a layer of oxidation to tone down the colour of the gold. So what you see is more bronze, more coppery kind of sheen. This is done to signify that you want a calm environment, and it's also to tell people that you are more cultured. You're not in your face. You're rich, but yet you are very subtle about it. So this is a very special finish that you can find in this house. We call it Changjing Pulo finish.
And that's it for our trip through time. Next up, we are looking at jobs. How occupations were influenced by the languages you spoke. Like, share, subscribe, and come back for more.